Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Newburyport High School for tonight's MIAA Sweet 16 Girls Basketball Game between the number 10 seed Wayland Warriors and the number 7 seed, our own Newburyport Clippers! The MIAA is committed to maintaining the true spirit of athletics through sportsmanship. Please cheer on both teams in a positive manner and demonstrate good sportsmanship throughout the game. Good luck to both teams. And now, the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Warriors, at guard, number 21, Ava America. At guard, number 1, Zanaya Phillips. At guard, number 25, Lila Powers. At forward, number 33, Ella Getz.
All right, welcome to Clipper Nation right now. We're playoff game here. Coach, you're back.
Oh, this is great. It's March Madness. I love it.
So here we have tonight, we have the Clippers, who are coming in with a record of 18-3, number 7 seed, who defeated Burlington last week, 56-31 in the first round. And they're taking on the Warriors of Wayland, who coming in lower seed. And the winner of this game here, this playoff game, will be in the Elite 8. And they'll be playing the winner of Medford, number 2 seed, or Borica, number 15 seed. Date and time will be announced, but we're really excited to be back here broadcasting.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
You know?
Like I said, it's March Madness. I live for this.
You do live for this.
Here we go.
Nice block that time, Deirdre McElhaney. Nice job on the block.
We'll see what the Clippers have in store tonight. Looks like Warriors in a man-to-man. A matchup.
Hey, McKenna Wood just drives right to the hoop there. You know, the last game we broadcast, McKenna Wood was like really that unsung hero. Did a lot of the, I think, the dirty work behind the scenes.
Right,
and,
right.
Really heart and soul of the team.
And here we go, a little left-handed mini hook there, and now Looks like both teams want to run, Coach.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and I just think they're both trying to, get that, I guess, the pregame or the beginning of the game jitters out of the way,
Yeah, they've got to get themselves in the flow of the game. This is where you find a lot of traveling at the beginning of the game, a lot of errant passes. But here we go. The Clippers are in their up-tempo game.
They played
Full court
real
pressure.
tough, yeah, man-to-man defense against Amesbury. Nice rebound that time by McElhaney. He's passing it down low, back up top to Ward. Off to McElhaney, layup. Just missed.
See, they're looking. Yeah, they're looking for the outlet. Both teams are looking to run, and sometimes when that happens, you're going to get a lot of those errant passes.
Right. Tell you now, although the Clippers haven't scored, their offense looks well poised, and they have some nice looks at the basket thus far. Blocked that time by the Warriors. Still 0-0, 6 minutes and 30 seconds in the first quarter.
The Warriors have a little size up front, too. So, looks like they can match the Clippers player for player up front. And outside, rebound.
Yeah, Foley on the rebound. Emma Foley, senior. She's had an immense season this year. Co-MVP with McKenna Ward.
Cape Ann League, it's great.
Another nice look by the Clippers, just couldn't get the basket in. Foley boxes out, gets the rebound, pushing the ball up court.
Well, the good thing here is that when the Warriors take a shot, they're one and done, because Newburyport's hitting the glass really well on the defensive end and actually on the offensive end. Foley with a drive. And a score looks, no!
Tell you, 4 or 5 of those layups are just bouncing in and out, but the Clippers are getting good looks on offense.
Yeah, it's just a matter of looking the ball into the hoop, getting the jitters out.
Nice defense. Steal by the time by Ward.
Well, Coach, I think that's our first foul of the game.
Yeah, it kind of looked like that could have been a jump ball. Tell you, McKenna Ward just really just hustling and kind of setting the tone right now.
Yeah, I think both teams need to settle in.
Love the man-to-man defense by the Clippers, something that we've seen throughout the year.
Double dribble.
There you go. Tell you, this time, the last 4 or 5 offensive series for the Clippers, they've had some nice looks at the basket underneath. Just can't get the ball to.
Yeah, it's a I think it's like you said, it's the jitters, home crowd, tournament game. You win this game, you go to the Elite Eight. A lot on the line here. You won your first one though. You had your first one under your belt.
That's
so
right.
At least it's a home game.
And the Foley.
There it is. There it is.
Nice shot that time. Nice set play.
Yep. She took her time.
That's exactly what the Clippers needed.
Now they're on the board. Maybe that'll relax them a little bit.
Hey, the man-to-man defense the Clippers play is really intense. Oh, nice hustle that time. McElhaney. Tell you, McElhaney, nice hustle that time. Shot clock goes off. Clippers are up 2-0. 4 minutes in the first. We've been talking about they've had some nice looks offensively.
They have. The last time down, when Emma scored the bucket, they seemed to be a little bit more set, in the flow of their offense, just like that.
Nice job that time, Deirdre McElhaney.
Yep.
Here
And
she
a
is again.
steal. There we go.
Pass outside, underneath to Foley. Foley kicks it back to Ward. Just off. Foley back underneath.
Foley.
Emma Foley. Probably similar to other sports like football, right, Doc? You end up going to your key player, and right now, Foley's been immense throughout the year.
And she's a senior, so she's been down this road before. And if you're going to ask for a calming force on the floor, there she is, with an interception. That's who you want to have.
Right. Foley with the rebound, pushing it up the.
Be a layup. There it is.
Tell you got to be impressed with her footwork underneath. I know when you're inside the paint and you being a Hall of Fame coach, I'm sure you can drill that as much as you can as a coach, but there are just some players that just have that knack, almost like a Tom Brady he can move in the pocket without really moving in the pocket.
Right. It comes natural to them. It's one thing, but even with a natural athlete, you have to still work at it.
Exactly.
And you can tell that her experience as a senior, she's calmed the offense down a little bit now. So they're not just running around, they're running their sets, but they're doing it, in sync as opposed to helter-skelter.
Right. And I just think it's when you see the ball go underneath, Wayland's playing great defense. They're all on it. You got 3 girls around her. But just the way that Foley can pivot and find that open area and get those easy layups is pretty impressive. So right now the Clippers are up 8-0 with about a minute left in the first quarter. Actually, I'm sorry, 3 minutes left in the first quarter. And I would say the last few minutes, it seems like the Clippers are settling into their offense and kind of playing Clipper basketball right now.
Yeah, they've settled down. As long as they keep the up tempo up, it's going to keep Wayland out of their sets. See, they just made another turnover.
Right, I'll tell you, Deirdre McElhaney
playing good D.
Playing some great defense right now.
It's almost as though the Warriors are just a little bit out of control when they're coming down. The game is moving a little bit too fast for them.
Right, and I think that defense, having the Clippers, the man-to-man defense, I tell you, the girls are really in the face of Wayland. Not really giving much breathing room.
No, they're speeding them up.
You gotta love the hands. There's hands all over the place.
You know what it is with the inside players for, there's a nice three. By Deirdre. Nice three. Wayland has some size, but in terms of strength and experience, you can tell that Newburyport is superior to that.
Right, and you just tell they pride themselves on defense. We've seen this tenacious man-to-man defense from the Clippers. All right, nice rebound that time by Pavo. Ward to Foley. Foley off the rim. Rebound Warriors.
You know what is interesting? The Warriors beat Masco in their preliminary game.
Wow.
They beat them by 2, 54-52. And to advance to play Newburyport.
Newburyport offense shot that time. Pavo emerging throughout the season. I think the last game, I don't know if she was playing.
Yeah, she had 12 points the last game.
The junior 5'10" forward. Nice shot that time. The Warriors trying to set up their offense, but this man-to-man defense is just
it's stifling for them.
immense.
Yep. They can't get a good look to the, Wayland can't get a good look to the basket.
To Foley, off to McElhaney, back to Ward. Ward layup. Tell you, Foley fighting underneath, rips the ball out, goes up, gets fouled.
So go to the line for 2.
2 shots for Foley.
We're coming down to the end of the first quarter, and Wayland's yet to get on the board, Coach.
Tell you, Foley hits 1. Celtics last night could have used Foley's foul shooting.
You know, the thing is, in tournament time, it's a brand new season for everybody. Everybody
Correct.
starts in on a clean slate. And the whole thing about that is that it's one and done, so you add pressure on yourself.
Foley hits both shots, all net. She's coming out.
Foley replaced by Foley.
Getting a breather this time. Newburyport with 30 seconds left. They're up 15-0. First quarter. Clock down to 24 seconds. Wayland trying to set up an offensive set here. Pass to the outside. Just off. Ward rebound. Clippers pushing the ball up. McElhaney drives to the hoop. Off the rim. Warriors pushing the ball up
7
the court.
seconds. Oh. They might get on the board in the first quarter, Coach.
Tell you, on our end, I didn't really see the foul that time, but looked like Foley.
She got it with the
younger
body.
Foley.
Yeah, with the body.
First shot, no good. There's 2.7 seconds left. Warriors at the line for the second shot here.
Well, maybe that'll settle Wayland down a little bit, too. They're on the
Salem's
board.
with 1. There's 2.7 seconds left. See, this could be a...
Trying to prevent a long, there it is.
Tell you, nice play that time.
They were set up. That's what you practice those in the gym. You know, the half court.
Yeah, 2.7 seconds to get the ball down to McKenna. McKenna almost hit the layup.
Yep. And you need to spend time doing that, practicing those kinds of plays, because it could end up mean a difference in a ball game. I mean, how many college games have you seen where they're down like 2 points or even 1 point? They make the play to the half court, and somebody takes the half court shot. It goes in and falls.
Right.
You know.
That famous play, right? Christian Leitner. Remember?
Oh gosh, yeah. Now you're going way back.
You know. I mentioned these athletes and shows that I don't even say the kids. I expect the kids have no clue, but even some of our younger teachers, they're like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "Oh, I forgot. I'm old now."
Well, you have to tune in more, so you have to. I mean, it's great. It's great now for particularly girls. You know, since Title IX, the build-up of girls and women's sports, and now these young basketball players can have opportunities to go to all these camps, but they also have opportunities to see role models playing in the WNBA, college ball.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just awesome.
Tell you, Clippers on offense here. Emma Foley out to Ward. Ward just missed.
Jump ball.
Got a jump ball here. Pavo, nice hustle underneath.
Possession Wayland. Here we go, still keeping the pressure up. Not as up close as they did before, but they're hawking the ball. Yep.
Tell you, McElhaney, Deidre McElhaney's just having herself an immense game, Doc. She's come out intense from the start of the game.
Yeah, she's playing good defense on the point guard, disrupting her from Wayland.
Pass back to Ward, to McElhaney. Back to Ward, drives to the hoop. Underneath. Just missed once again. Oh, she
took it away.
Ward. Oh. Tell you, 2 good looks by McKenna Ward. Nice hustling that time by the Clippers. It's good defense. All right, nice follow-up that time. Shania Phillips for the Warriors. Right now it's 15-3, 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Emma Foley underneath.
Possession should be Newburyport. Jump ball. Should be. Let's see.
Yep, Newburyport underneath. 15-3, 6 minutes left, second quarter. Newburyport on offense. Kick the ball underneath to Foley. Back to Pavo. Another nice look.
Oh, a little Euro step there. Score by Jenny Shine for Wayland.
Jenny Shine.
Jenny Shine with a score.
Ball goes out of bounds. Warriors ball.
Timeout, Newburyport.
Clippers taking a timeout here. Probably a good one.
I think so. Settle them down a little bit. Sometimes you can run so fast and even you get so upbeat and intense that you take yourself out of the offensive set because you're running the offense too quickly. You're not getting into the flow.
Yeah, especially with that defense. They're getting the ball turned over, and Clippers doing a great job defensively. Then they get the steal, driving to the hoop, this and that, instead of slowing it down maybe a little bit. That offense and
yeah, I mean it's good to be brisk, and run the offense, but sometimes your good defense should turn over to positive offense, but sometimes you can get too jacked up.
And that's what if you are talking to the Clippers right now as the coach, that's what you would be telling them.
Yep. Settle down, run the offense. Keep the pressure up on the defense.
Keep the pressure. You're very satisfied with the defense right now, but when we get the ball offensively, let's get into our system.
Right, get into the flow, run the offense.
Back to this man-to-man defense. Olivia McDonald, nice defense that time. Kicked out to McElhaney.
You know what it is? The both teams are running. They're running, and it's like it's good to have that, but sometimes they can get out of control and become a little bit too chaotic.
Oh, that's surprising. Travel on Emma Foley. I don't know. That was a tough call. I didn't see the travel there, but.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You get your momentum's going, that even a little drag.
Tell you, if we had to give an MVP right now, Deidre McElhaney.
Defense, unbelievable defense. She's really, really bothering the point guard. They can't get into any kind of offensive flow.
Emma Foley. Did you see that? That was another travel.
Yeah, there was a travel, but she was fouled first.
Yeah.
Pause the travel because she was being grabbed.
All right, they hit the hands up.
Sometimes, you know, you can have your hands up, but if you just tip them a little or your hands are up straight like you're supposed to, but you bump them with the body, it's still the same thing.
Warriors missed the first of one. Ella gets at the line. Hits the second shot. 15-6.
And they're picking up after the made. They're picking up, trying to trap off of it.
Looks like a trip call, right?
Yeah. For the trip, 25. Lila Powers.
Olivia McDonald.
Foley with a rebound on the putback, but she was fouled. She'll be going to line for 2.
Nice job being aggressive underneath, drawing the foul. Emma Foley at the line. All net. She's got a great shot. That's that like old follow through you used to coach, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Nice rotation on the ball.
Yeah, I
Nice
can't
and
even
steady,
lift my arm
one
over my
motion.
head now.
Less of all the weights you lift.
That's true. Emma Foley gets one of one. They're up 16-6. Second quarter, 5 minutes left. Wayland on offense. That defense, real intense. Just well coached. They get their hands in the lanes.
Yeah, they're in the passing lane like they have been before. But the thing, like when you get the ball, it's like for Wayland, they just get it and put their head down and go.
Right.
It doesn't appear to me like they're trying to run any kind of offensive set. It's like, I get the ball, I put my head down, and I'm going to the hole, you know?
Phillips. Second shot. Kicked out, offensive rebound, pass down the court. McDonald to Foley underneath. McDonald.
There's a three.
Nice job.
The three
Olivia
spot.
McDonald hits a nice job. Kicked it to Foley. Foley got triple teamed underneath.
She did.
Smart enough to kick it back
That's
out
right.
to McDonald for the open shot. Great sequence there.
See, once you start hitting the outside shot, they're going to have to open up even more on Foley inside.
Kenna Ward on the steal. Back to Foley. Foley in the paint. They're really trying to collapse on Emma Foley, I think, every time she gets in the paint.
Well, I'm sure they worked on that because being a high scorer player, co-player of the year and stuff, you know, you try to shut off the offense, but it's not making any difference because she can kick it right back out for the three or another to a teammate to shoot. But she's getting a lot of offensive rebounds and she put back.
To the younger Foley coming out. Wayland with the rebound. They're on their offense. A man-to-man defense for the Clippers. Kicked outside. Martin.
Could be white ball. Clipper ball.
Clipper ball. Nice defense that time.
Wayland's still up with the pressure. It's a way to beat it. Right down, pass down. Fill the seam. Layup.
Foley, nice.
There we go.
Underneath to Foley. Foley, nice little layup that time. tough man-to-man defense still by the Clippers. Shot missed. Wayland's ball. McKenna Ward. Steal, lays it up and in.
Right in.
So I love. They get right back into this tough defense, man-to-man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
It's relentless pressure by the Clippers.
It's
Oh, nice little
nice
play
little
that
reverse layup
time. Reverse layup.
by Jenny Shine.
Shine that time. Nice job. Reverse layup.
I mean, that was just a good play. I mean, there wasn't not much you could do to defend that.
Nice job, give and go that time. And it looks like a foul. It looks like McKenna Ward drew the foul.
Yep, she did. She's going to the line for 2.
No, but I think they didn't call it a shooting foul.
Oh, they didn't. They
No.
called it on the floor. Interesting.
Back out to McKenna Ward. What's that?
Offensive foul. Somebody said a moving screen. I think it might have been Rayla Pavel, I think.
This is that man-to-man defense.
You know, I've seen a lot of that this year, even on the college level. They're calling a lot of illegal screens because you're supposed to wait 2 ways. You know, you're supposed to hold a screen until your guard goes by. But if you open up too soon and you hit the defensive player, they'll call it offensive foul.
That time, Phillips drive into the hoop, gets fouled by a Clipper. I'm not sure which one.
I was too busy talking and missed it.
I know. You were reminiscing.
I was.
Nice job, Phillips, that time using the glass. It's the first shot. Clippers are up 23-9. 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Well,
Misses the second. Rebound, Foley. Foley pushing the ball up to McKenna. McKenna Ward kicks over to McElhaney. McElhaney.
nice shot.
Shot. Hey, some nice ball movement there.
Yeah, very nice.
As you were saying, Doc, the more they hit those outside shots, they're going to have to open up the underneath the paint. They're not going to be able to triple team.
Right, exactly.
Emma Foley.
Exactly.
Just tenacious defense. Warriors trying to set up their offense, having trouble. Ball stolen, kicked out to McDonald, out to Ward. Ward underneath to Foley. Foley turnaround, jump shot missed. Rebound. Wayland.
Rebound. Smallest player on the floor.
Wayland back in their offensive set. This man-to-man defense by the Clippers. Just really team defense here. Phillips, nice drive to the hoop. Hey, there's a bright spot for Wayland right now with Phillips.
Yeah, you know, before, I think Wayland's now starting to get into the flow of their game as well.
That time, just like you said, Coach, they have to pull out of the paint to cover the outside shot.
Yep.
That time, number Foley, one-on-one, easy layup.
And a nice feed inside to her as well.
Rebound Ward, kicked out, nice pass, and a foul.
Yep.
So Pavo
To go to the line for 2.
tell you, nice heads up that time by McKenna Ward.
You know, it took a half, but Newburyport got into the flow more quickly than Wayland. Wayland's now a little bit more settled down, running their offensive set a little bit
Yep.
more fluid than it had before. Before it was helter-skelter.
Right, it seems like they're settling in. As we were saying before, Emma Foley and McKenna Ward are the co-MVPs of the Cal.
Yeah.
Which
and
is if you're going to be coaching, you have 2 MVPs on your team. It's not a bad starting lineup.
right, and you have Deidre McElhaney, who's first team all-league.
Yeah. Tell you, the supporting cast is, Clippers are very deep. Tell you, that time, nice job by Shine, Jenny Shine. Ward to Foley.
Nice feed
Foley
inside.
underneath in
Nice
the paint.
feed inside.
Nice job that time. I tell you, Pavo, tough defense down there.
What'd they call it? Off? She
Went off
off
Pavo.
Pavo.
That's smothering defense.
So the Clippers now have come up a little bit three-quarter now with the pressure again like they did at the beginning to speed them up again. Oh, it's a buzzer. It's one of those buzzer beaters, but it was only on the quarter court. That's all, just on the quarter court. So the score at halftime is 30 to, what's that, 16?
30-16, the Clippers. As you said, I think, we're talking about playoffs and, I think both teams, you're practicing all week, you're ready to go, it's game time. I think the first probably 3 minutes or so, we saw a little jitters, I think, on both sides. And as you were saying, the Clippers settled into their offense a little bit earlier. They did have a lot of good looks in the beginning. So this score right now is 30-16, but the Clippers in the beginning of the game had some nice looks at the basket, and they just couldn't land it. But I'll tell you, I would say after the first 3 minutes or so, Clippers really dominated the first and second.
Yeah, they sailed right in and started running their offense, and I'm sure they anticipated Emma Foley being, doubled and actually triple teamed on the inside, so at least they have the supporting cast that can take the outside shot and open up that inside for Emma to be able to score.
Exactly, and if you were, I guess, game prepping against the Clippers, that would be probably the first right person you'd want to focus on in the paint would be Emma Foley and try to slow her down and kind of make the Clippers have harder shots, right, instead of underneath in the paint.
Yeah, make them beat you from the outside, rather than give up the easy 2 or maybe 2+1 if she's fouled going up,
right.
Up to score.
But that's, as we're here talking about how you would game plan, it's a lot easier when you're here than it is.
It's like an armchair quarterback.
That's right. So all those years broadcasting football games on North Shore 109, it was the best. I never had a bad call up there.
Absolutely not.
I had all the answers in the press box.
I know. I'm a big UConn women's basketball fan, so last night they won the Big East, and I got everything set up in the big room. I got my refreshments. I got my UConn shirt on. I'm ready to go. But you can't help yourself. You sit down there and you go, "Oh my God, what'd you do that for?"
Right.
So when I was on the bench, it's like, what's everybody saying?
Yeah, and you had some. We go back to memory lane there, growing up in which, you have a great history of all the teams within the Cal, but especially Newburyport. You had some great battles, and, back in your day when you were teaching and coaching at Ipswich High School, your teams won the KPN League multiple times and 2 state championships, right?
Yeah, I had some really, really good, hard-working, blue-collar girls
right.
playing, and some of them went on to play D1, D2, D3, but we always had some great games at Newburyport, always. I can remember, I think I was telling you once before, we were playing at Ipswich. It was for the KPN League regular season championship and stuff, and we're in the Ipswich gym. And the place was packed. There were all kinds of negotiations going on at the park lunch to see who would win the game. Jack Welch there with Jimmy Stalin. It was it was SRO. The police and fire let more people in than they should have and stuff. It was a great game, and then we ended up winning by a point on 2 free throws by one of my power forwards, and it was just a great game. We always had good games with them. Newburyport had some good athletes, and the good thing was, when it came time for all-star games, when you're the all-star coach, you're able to coach these teams.
Yeah,
you know,
get to know the players.
get to know the players. And
Yeah.
I thought during my years in the Cape Ann League, we had a great coaching camaraderie, and the players did too.
Right.
And they played on all-star teams, but at that time there weren't a lot of AAU teams around, so
Right.
they played in the Bay State games, and we found any all-star game they could play, the Aganis game, anything like that, and it was just everybody knew each other.
Yeah.
In the league, and they did summer camps together, so it was great.
Yeah, and I think that not to get on the MIAA, but I think growing up, in Salem and being in the Northeast Conference, I'll tell you, we also would come up here and scrimmage and things like that. So we're very familiar with the success, the great history, athletic history of Newburyport. But even in the Cape Ann League and Northeast Conference, what I think the MIA missed the boat on when they developed, especially the football playoffs and all of that stuff, is there were teams within both schools. You've been playing these teams for over 90, 100 years. And then to change all of that, to develop a playoff system, to try to mimic like Florida and Texas, to me, and when I was a principal and on the football committee, I was adamant, like, why ruin something that makes Massachusetts unique? Why ruin that, league rivalry and Thanksgiving Day tradition to try to mimic a Florida or a Texas? And to me, it still is all about the coaches. It's not about the league. It's not about the kids sometimes. So I go crazy. I go crazy over that. And here's the thing: even if you did not win the league championship, because you'd have one league champ, you relished in knocking those league championships out. So you could have a team that's 5-5 and playing, a 10-0 team. And some of those games, if you're the 10-0 team and you have to play your rival, that's 500. Those are scary. And I think when the MIA started to break up the leagues and to try to develop all of that, I think they missed the boat on how important community is in these communities. So I'm a firm believer in that, that when you're playing in Newburyport or you're playing in some of these great communities, you're playing for more than yourself.
Absolutely.
You're playing for a great tradition. Yeah, you know what I mean? And so that's what I love about being superintendent up here, is because we still have that.
Yeah.
Our student athletes dedicate themselves in the off season because there's that pride and that tradition that cannot be duplicated in other communities.
Oh, absolutely.
That's my soapbox for today.
No, listen, I'm right there with you, standing right on that box with you. There was nothing sweeter in the world than to play Hamilton Wenham on Thanksgiving Day if you're an Ipswich Tiger.
Yeah. Exactly.
We could be 0-8, they could be 8-0, and that would be a toss-up game.
Exactly.
Every Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and the same with Beverly and in Salem. And the other thing is, by playing in the league, right, and playing all those teams, you're going to get better by the end of the year. So you're not like picking and choosing. Right now you might play some league games, but then you get to pad your schedule, as I would call it, go out and select teams that you're going to beat. But in the meantime, when you had to play within the league 10 games, if it was football, or 20 games or whatever, if it was basketball, you know what I mean? That competition got you better overall. So.
And attendance is down. First they moved the afternoon games to night games.
Yep.
And that made a big difference.
Yep.
But then they started fooling around, like you said, with the scheduling and all this
there's
other
no
stuff.
rival if you're playing East Boston. Or you're playing,
and people don't go to games.
They don't go because.
What is it? I mean, if
right.
Ipswich is playing Newburyport, wow, we're going.
Exactly, of course.
Might come home from college to see a game, right?
And then the old timers, you're up in the stands. You look, first thing you look for is like, who's wearing my number?
Yeah.
They represent.
When Ipswich, we had guys on the chains that did the chains for like 50 years.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I love when I go to the Hall of Fame banquet up here. I love listening to those stories.
Oh, my goodness. We tell them all the time. Yeah, it's great.
just really gives you that sense of community. But yeah, so I think the MIA totally has missed the boat on whatever they try to do, especially on the eastern side of the state. We have some great athletic traditions.
Absolutely.
Including, as we were just talking, girls basketball here in the Cape Ann.
Oh, yeah. I hope everybody listening enjoyed our trip down memory lane.
If we do another game, I'll bring my scrapbook.
Yeah. That'll be the next chore for us.
That's right.
We'll bring the scrapbooks out.
You know? That's awesome.
Well, we're ready to get started. 30-16, 30 Clippers, 16 Warriors.
That's right. And so if you're the Clippers coach at halftime, what's your message to the girls?
Keep up your intensity, but also make sure you're doing things, you're running the offense.
Yep.
And just keep on doing what you're doing. If I'm Wayland, I'm like saying the same thing. Keep what you're doing in the last 2-3 minutes of the first half. We'll see how the...
Yeah, we'll see if this defense, nice shot that time. Nice look by Wayland.
Nice rebound.
Rebound by Foley.
Yep.
Kicks out to McKenna. McKenna top of the key. Out to McElhaney, to McDonald, back to McKenna. McElhaney. Drives to the hoop. Nice job, McElhaney.
See what they were doing? They were sandwiching Emma Foley front and back in her. And so what happened was they went around her instead. So that's going to open up all kinds of avenues.
Give
for
opportunities
for the other
exactly.
her teammates. Exactly.
Wayland, three-point shot by Shine.
Shine has been but one of the most successful of the Wayland Warriors.
All right, nice three-point shot. McKenna has the ball. Just off, takes a shot. What a jump.
No, it's called a foul.
Foul on McDonald.
Actually, looked more like a jump ball. But
That's what I
the last
thought,
minute,
too.
I think she blew the whistle and she, instead of...
Didn't know what she...
Yeah. So the Clippers start off again with their full court man-to-man press again, trying to speed them up. Let's see if Wayland's changed anything up offensively.
Three-point shot. Off.
Yeah.
Rebound. Pushing the ball up the court to McKenna. Oh. Push from behind.
I mean, they're letting a lot go. That should have been a travel. I think it was.
I missed the call there.
It was,
Block? Was it a block?
did you call a foul? I thought it was a travel on 33 on Ella Getz.
All right, Clippers on offense here. Out to McElhaney. What do we got underneath? Another foul?
Yeah, what they're doing is you confront the player. 14 was
Oh, it was a
Annika
foul on
Martins.
Foley?
No, it was a foul on Wayland. She was fronting her, but she was also grabbing her.
Oh, I see. Holding.
Yeah. I missed that one. There must have
I
been.
don't know. I think the refs are looking for...
It's like
this ref is like 6 fouls. This one's 4.
Well, you know what happens sometimes? What happens is they don't call anything in the first half, and then they turn around and blow the whistle in the second half.
It's a different game, right?
Yeah. You see that a lot.
That must drive you crazy.
Oh. You know, and that was Ella Getz.
Getz that time goes up.
Yep.
Gets 2 in 1. Shot at 3-point play here. Clippers are up 32-21.
So now it's 11 point game now.
10-point game.
So have you noticed a difference in the Wayland? What they're not doing is they're looking to take, we almost got an assist on that one. Timeout on the floor. Wayland, remember the first half they kept driving, just putting their head down and going? I haven't seen them do that once at the beginning of the second half. I think they're
setting up their offense.
Setting it up and running right. Because by speeding them up, by pressuring them, they just had a full head of steam. And,
correct. And that plays into the man defense. Yeah. That's why they were getting a lot of turnovers. So now it seems like Wayland's settling down offensively, trying to run some offensive sets and not, as you were saying, Coach, not drive into the hoop.
We head down, not know where it's going. Yeah, exactly. Now here the officials are huddling here. They're probably saying, oh, should we call it close or should we not call it close? Or... You know, I used to not like it when there were 2 on the floor. Now there are 3 on the floor.
I know. Especially if you're a physical team.
Oh, yeah. Well, basketball is definitely a contact sport. There's no way.
Exactly.
If you're playing it right.
Right. Okay, Wayland on the offense, and as Coach said, setting up their offense.
Here's the problem, okay? Now I know why they weren't driving. When Samila Phillips, number 1, is in the ball game, she'll put her head down and drive to the basket. She was not in the ball game to start the third quarter. And that makes all the difference in the world. They were running it much more patiently on the outside.
Nice ball movement this time by the Clippers. Back to McKenna, top of the key. McKenna miss. Layup. Good defense that time by Wayland. Wayland on the offense now.
See?
Foley rebound, drive into the hoop. Oh, tackled. She called offensive foul? Whoa. Wow. I mean, I'm not one. I can't say that. I just say I'm not one to argue a ref, but
Well, see that both defensive players had their hips driving into it at the time. I wouldn't have called an offensive foul.
That did not look like an offensive foul. All right, Wayland back on offense after the offensive foul. Looking to try to get the ball underneath. McKenna Ward, nice steal. McKenna Ward pushing the ball up. Gets it out to Pavio. Just misses to Emma Foley. Phillips driving to the hoop. Nice drive that time for the layup.
They call foul on...
I guess so. Holding. This is a holding foul on 3.
It's getting a little revved up again, helter-skelter. Can you feel it?
Yes.
It's out of control again. Both teams. The beginning of the third quarter, it wasn't. It was settling in. It looked like a pretty good ball game, but it's like...
Travel.
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting caught up in the penalties right now myself.
Well, it looks a little bit like roller derby out there without the skates.
All right, so here we go. Wayland trying to set up their offensive set.
Travel
back. Nice job defensively by the Clippers.
I can't see the score, Coach. What is it, 32?
It's 32-24.
So only 8
3
points.
minutes left.
Yeah.
McKenna Ward to Foley. Foley looking to drive. Kicks it out. All right, rebound Wayland. 3-point shot off. McKenna Ward lets it go out of bounds. Clipper ball. 32-24, 2 minutes 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Clippers are on top.
Ella Getz for Wayland came to play tonight.
She has McKenna Ward. Looks like you have a push this time. For a foul. All right, kick back out to McDonald. McDonald driving the ball at the point. What do we got?
Somebody with a grab. It was
Okay.
21, I think. 21 with a grab, I think. No, number.
14. I don't know. Foul on Wayland, that's all I know. Clippers have the ball. Clippers on offense.
On number 3, I think. See the board? Yeah.
McKenna Ward looking to drive. Kicks it out to McElhinney. McElhinney to Foley. Foley, nice job. Is that a double dribble?
Yeah. She put it with one hand and the other.
Tell you, this is a different half for the officials.
Yeah, I told you that. Unfortunately.
All right, lay it up and in.
I need a timeout. Yep, here we go.
Timeout Clippers. So it's 32 to 26. I'll tell you, Wayland in the third quarter has kind of made a run here. Cutting it down to 6.
They're looking more for the outside, and they're getting a lot of rebounds as well.
Tell you, I think also the calls and the fouls have come into play this half with the momentum, because as the Clippers seem to be back on track, all of a sudden you have a foul. I think a couple. You know, that one foul on Emma Foley, which she actually got tackled.
Yeah.
Foul, right?
You know, it's like you say to your players, you say, look, you know, those who say that refs don't win and lose ball games, well, they make it difficult for you. But you have to tell them, you know, look it, they're going to call it, so
it's going to go both ways.
Yeah,
stay focused,
exactly,
right?
Exactly.
That's
you got
that
to play
whole
through
mentally
it.
tough.
That's right. You don't like it? Well, I don't like it, but...
Right, exactly. All right, we have 2 minutes left in the third quarter. The Clippers are up 32 to 26. Clippers have the ball. Pushing the ball up the court.
Still now, Wayland's still in a three-quarter court pickup as well.
McKenna Ward driving to the lane. Michigan.
You know what? I take it back. It's not roller derby. It's rugby.
I'm surprised there wasn't a foul there. That's right in
Well,
front
that's what
of
I'm
us.
saying. It's a lot of inconsistency. I think it depends on which ref is going to make the call.
Clippers trying to stay focused with a lot of the controversial fouls here. Second half. Foley's got the ball, pushes it up court. McElhinney driving.
And a basket.
McElhinney kind of answers the call. Nice drive and hoop.
Is that the first hoop this quarter for the Clippers? I think.
It might have been the first or the second. They have not scored a lot in the third quarter.
Illegal screen. That's what I was telling you about. You can't move. Once you come in, you got to set.
Yeah, you can't move. Legal screen on Wayland. Clippers ball, 1 minute and 13 seconds, third quarter. Clippers pushing the ball up the court. McDonald driving the ball up the court. Kicks it back out to McKenna. McKenna Ward.
Nice shot by Deirdre McElhenney.
McElhenney had herself a great first half. Last 3 or 4 minutes, McElhenney back at it. Tough defense, scoring some points. Foley, nice rebound.
Wayland's back into the put my head down and dribble into the lane thing when there's 3 other defensive players in there. That's a nice shot. Now, there we go.
Deirdre
McElhenney again.
Another three-pointer.
Here we go. Now they're opening it up a little bit now.
Nice job that time by Ward getting the rebound.
Clippers ball.
Now
Clippers ball. Oh my.
Wayland, I know. I'm glad you're not coaching. You'd be getting the tea.
Yeah.
You're disagreeing with many of these calls right now.
We might be at a different ball game than they are.
You're gonna have to take your own advice. You know, don't get upset about the calls. Okay, Wayland, give and go right before the third quarter ends. 40-28, so they did get 2 right at the end.
Yep. So
it's 40-28. Clippers are up.
12 points. It was down at what, 6, I think.
Down to 6. I'll tell you, Deirdre McElhenney hit 2 key three-pointers right there.
Yep.
And I think also this is where, you know, as you know, coaching and the style you're playing, this is where conditioning comes into play, the fourth quarter here. You know, what we have seen in the game that we saw before, and knowing the Clippers, is they're in great shape. They play tough defense. And this is where that man-to-man defense shines in the fourth quarter.
Well, you know, you're right. Knowing Coach Crutchfield, I can't imagine her ever putting a team on the floor that wasn't in condition.
That's right. You pride yourself in that, right? If this is the type of style you're going to play, then you got to make sure your team is in better shape than any other team.
Absolutely.
So fourth quarter here. Eight minutes to go in the game. Clippers on offense. McKenna Ward taking the ball up. Ward over to McElhenney. McElhenney back to Ward. Ward down underneath to Foley. Foley, nice move.
Nice shot.
Great concentration that time.
Yep. Head fake to the defense and then went for the jump shot.
Yep. Nice shot that time by Emma Foley. Wayland missed. Foley with the rebound. Driving the ball up the court. Nice layup. Just missed. Wayland pushing the ball up the court. Wayland on offense now. Trying to set up that offense that we saw earlier in the third quarter.
It like disappeared. We saw glimpses of it, but
underneath to Shine. Out of bounds, Clipper ball. All right, McDonald in the game. All right, McElhenney.
you know what it is the Wayland has the size to match up front with Newburyport, but their backcourt is superior. Newburyport's backcourt is superior.
Right. Nice job that time, stolen by McDonald. McDonald taking the ball up court. Over to McElhenney. McElhenney lost the handle. Phillips, Wayland driving. No call. Rebound Foley. Emma Foley slowing it down. Kicks it over to Ward.
Yeah, set the offense. That's the girl.
Clippers setting the offense here, using up the shot clock. McDonald to Pavio. Back to Ward.
Be patient. Run your offense.
Foley. Emma Foley just relentless. You know, got the shot block, followed the ball, got the rebound, and just laid it up and in. Now Wayland's
Timeout,
taking
Wayland.
timeout.
Yep.
Nice little run that time by the Clippers in the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they opened up the lead. We got 44 to 28.
44 to 28.
Yeah.
You sure you can't see, or is it your glasses?
It could be both. No, I've got the backboard right in the middle there.
Tell you, nice job that time, especially in the fourth quarter, to kind of gain the momentum back.
I think my seat's too low. Next time we'll
Yes.
get those adjustable chairs so
I'll
we
put
can
you on
come
my
up and
shoulders.
yeah.
I know. Well, if the girls win, then we have to come back, I think. I think we're bringing them the lot.
I know. Do they go to a neutral site for the Elite Eight?
I don't know. Probably depends on. No, that's a great. It's a great question.
I think they do.
They probably do, right?
Yeah. Give you first two rounds to the better seed, and then
The quarterfinals, is that the one that's at the Garden, and then?
I don't know. They changed them around so much. They move them around,
Yeah.
or the Garden, or some other site, or.
Yeah. All right, Wayland has the ball, kick it in. Trying to set up that offense. Tell you, Deirdre McElhaney plays great defense.
She does.
You know, there's so many talented players on Newburyport, but it seems like I'll tell you, offensively they do very well, but they really pride themselves, I think, in that tough defense. I mean,
Yeah.
team-wise, everyone that comes in off the bench just inherits that tenacity.
Absolutely. That's when you have pride in your program.
Exactly.
You know, and you're coached well.
Okay, here you go. Yeah, Phillips with a three-point shot. Clippers are now on offense. McDonald running the O. Kicks it over to McElhaney. McElhaney out to Pavia. Back to McElhaney. Ward drives.
She was fouled. But she got
Foul that time. Foul
Yeah.
twice.
yeah.
They got the second
They
one.
got, yeah.
It should be 4 shots, right? If you get
Yeah,
fouled
yeah.
twice.
Double.
Hey, Ward at the foul line. This is the first. Ward's second shot. Nice. 1 of 2. McKenna Ward. Tough defense this time. Shot, 3-point shot, just off. Rebound, Wayland.
Jump ball.
I call it jump ball here.
Yep.
It's gonna be Wayland's ball.
So Wayland, with this bunch of players that they have on the floor now, what they're doing is dribble penetration a little, but kicking it out instead of taking it in, kicking it out and looking for the 3-point shot on the perimeter.
See, that's it's a shooting foul. But see, if I was coaching, which I'm not, the referee by half court makes that call, and you had another ref right there that watched that play didn't make the call. So that's the stuff that used to bother me.
A piano whistle must have got stuck.
It's like the guy in football that calls holding and he's 60 yards away from and the ref that's right there.
Yeah.
So consistency is all we look for coaches, right?
Yep, that's it.
All right, Ward bringing the ball up for the Clippers. Kicks it underneath to Foley. Foley fade away, just missed. Nice job, McKenna Ward once again with the rebound. Gonna slow it down a little bit. Kicks it out to McDonald. McDonald calling out the
Call out, run the offense.
Nice play. Olivia McDonald, nice play. Okay, McKenna Ward calling the offense. There's 3 minutes left in the game. McElhaney.
There we go. They're opening it up now.
Nice job. I'll tell you,
Time
nice
out,
job,
Wayland.
49-31, 3 minutes 35, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. At one point, the third quarter was a 6-point lead for the Clippers.
Yep.
We were talking about, getting to the fourth quarter, teams that are in great shape, and I'll tell you, the fourth quarter, the Clippers have pretty much owned.
They opened it up. They got into a little running match there in the third quarter, and they turned the ball over several times. But fourth quarter, they settled down at the beginning of the quarter and made a big difference. And then they opened up the scoring.
Yeah, I agree, and I think there was an opportunity for Wayland once. I think it was a great timeout by Coach for the Clippers. Right when Wayland they cut it to 6, had the momentum. That's when the timeout came.
Calm the team down.
Calm the team down. Go back to the basics. Go back to what brought you here, and just a nice job by the Clippers. Refocusing going into the fourth quarter. So.
Yep. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go, Coach. Unless something terrible happens, I would suspect this could be a W for the Clippers.
It's just like, poker. You don't count your chips at the table, though, do you?
I don't know. Unless you're bluffing.
Unless you don't have chips, which is...
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Wayland trying to set up the offense. Phillips gets the ball taken from her. Once again, Olivia McDonald kicks it out to McElhaney. McElhaney looking to drive. Pulls it back out.
Sets up and out. There you go. Swing the ball. There we go.
McKenna Ward kicks it out to Foley. McKenna Ward looking to drive. Nice drive. And was fouled.
Yeah.
No call.
No call.
51-31. The Clippers are now up by 20 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the ball game. Wayland on offense. Phillips with the ball. Kicks it underneath.
Nice little baby hook right there by...
I think that was Shine. Jenny Shine.
Jenny Shine, yep.
Emma Foley. And keeping her outside the paint, spreading out the defense for Wayland. Okay. Kenna Ward block was out of bounds. Still Clipper ball. Ward.
Foul on Jenny Shine.
Jenny Shine that time. One and one. I don't think it was a shooting foul. I think they're going back, as you were saying, drive the ball, head down, try to draw a foul.
They got back into this bad, Wayland has, back into this chaotic style offense. Now see that was better. They got the ball to the outside and they put the ball up instead of trying to penetrate into the tall Newburyport defense.
Right, Ella gets on a nice jump shot, 2 points. Clippers probably looking to use up some of the clock here.
Yeah, kill the time.
Phillips driving to the hoop, no foul. He just kind of let her do that, right?
Let her go to the basket. I mean, minute 24 left.
Right, you just don't want any fouls.
That's right. Or somebody getting hurt, Or fouling yourself. You don't need to foul either,
Exactly. I think Emma Foley just finally got a little frustrated because I think she was fouled again.
Well.
And then she fouled back, and they called it.
Yeah. It's like, even when you watch the college games,
yeah.
I mean, you see some of these players who have these big names and stuff, they commit fouls all over the place.
Right.
And they don't blow the whistle. It's
I
like,
know.
hey, you're keeping them on the floor, and they make fouls like everybody else.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I think it's hard, especially, coaching-wise, to, keep your team focused, because you can see how, especially in basketball, the momentum with the fouls and things like that can shift pretty quick.
Yeah.
Out of the game.
Yeah. I mean, I had some really good players and stuff, but they committed fouls, But if you're going to call them on mine, you better call them on the other team.
Well, I think that was a great point. As you said, we watched the first half. There wasn't many fouls and many whistles. In the second half, it's just it's a different ball game on an aspect of the refereeing.
Yeah.
Now they're calling
too many. Yeah.
And I think that's, as we were saying, that's as coaches and players, you just want consistency. If you're going to call a lot of fouls, start it in the beginning. Don't start changing.
Yeah. Well, Wayland's going to keep pressing. And Newburyport's falling right back down on that's the best way to do it. Just fall back in and let them dribble around the perimeter. But no, she'll dribble in anyway, so let her go.
Right.
Almost a minute and 1 second left.
Minute and second. We did get a text that people actually listening and said we're doing a pretty good job.
Really?
Yeah. It is one of our employees, so they probably have to say that. So we'll
keep the big guy happy.
That's right. We'll put that in the evaluation. What a great teacher.
Keep the big guy happy. Well, so the winner of this game, like you said, will play the winner of the Medfield Bill Ricker game.
Right, and Medfield's bringing a record, number 2 seed, 20-1. Against number 15 seed Billerica, who's 11-10.
Yeah, they must have upset somebody, Billerica, to get that draw, because we're now into the quarterfinals.
But as you said, sometimes like you look at a team that's 500. If I don't know what their schedule is like, but if a coach schedules some tough competition, some of those 500 teams, some coaches scheduled to get into the tournament to be ready.
Right.
So sometimes you might have, as we would always say, like the paper tiger that comes in with a great record but hasn't played anybody. And we all know Merrimack Valley Sports is another great league. Billerica, Chelmsford, Lowell.
Yep.
So. Under a minute left here. The Clippers are up 51-38. Wayland scores a basket, 51-40. 40 seconds left in the game. All right. The ball is stolen by Wayland. Another layup. It's 51-42. 33 seconds left. The coach had enough of that.
Yeah, you know what it is? I
Well,
thought,
you're already starting to celebrate a little bit.
well, you know, UConn was up by 25 points last night over Villanova women. And it got to be like 3 minutes left, and they knew they won the Big East, and,
Right.
and they took their foot off the gas, you know. I mean, thank God they had a 25-point lead.
Right.
I mean, they were superior for the whole game, but it ended up being an 11-point ball game, and it probably should have been a 20-point ball game.
Exactly.
And the more you, as a coach, you call a timeout, and you tell them, hey, don't.
Start
You know,
celebrating. The game's not over.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Stop reading your press clippings, you know. And they look you right in the eye, yeah, coach, and they go right back out there. They do it.
Waving to their parents
Yeah,
and
yeah,
fans.
yeah.
I won't do it again, Coach. Promise.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, 30 seconds left. 51-42. Wayland foul. I think fouled on. I think Olivia McDonald got fouled, so Olivia will be at the line.
You know,
As you always talk about, your point guards are like the quarterbacks of,
yeah.
the team, and Olivia McDonald had herself a nice game, kind of really setting that offense, allowing McKenna Ward,
Yeah, she
Emma
played.
Foley, and
yeah.
everyone else to get into rhythm.
She played very good defense. And by the way, I don't want to slight Olivia. She was the second team All-League, Cape Ann League. So,
There you go.
I mean, you could tell. Not only did she play tough defense on their point guard, but she handled a lot of the pressure too and ran
Exactly.
the offense.
And then just in that last hoop that she scored, you know,
There
she
it is,
kind of
folks.
took what they gave her. So Clippers win. Second round playoff game. They will be playing the winner, as Coach said, number 2 Medfield, who's 21, and or Barica, seeded number 15, 11 and 10. We'll get the date and time and the TBD, and then we'll go from there. I don't know what future holds as broadcasters, but you know, we're available.
We might be working our way up to ESPN.
Yeah, maybe we'll do spring season, right?
Yeah, no,
Softball.
sure. Softball, yeah.
Softball, fast pitch.
Yeah.
I'd say lacrosse, but I never played lacrosse.
Me either, but
I can do baseball. I was a
we
baseball
do baseball.
guy.
We do
Yeah.
baseball, softball.
Yeah,
Sounds good to me.
yeah. And then maybe we'll do football next year, and you can be
Sure.
join me.
Yeah.
All right. So final score right now is the game is over, 51-42. The Clippers had themselves a wonderful game. Another playoff win. They advance in the playoffs. In Wayland, congratulations to their coach, their team, their fans. Making it in the second round of playoffs is always great.
Absolutely. Just
So-
qualifying is great, you know, for some
Exactly.
teams. Some teams don't even get that far.
So, Sean Gallagher, the superintendent of schools, signing off with coach, legendary coach, Ian Papagiotis, Hall of Fame coach. Thank you for listening. We had a lot of fun,
We had a great time.
and we'll see if
March
we'll be
Madness.
back.
All righty,
March
you got it.
Madness. All right. Take care, everybody.